Alright guys, took a little breather. I'm back. I'm getting a lot of questions about the monkeypox plays, so I wanted to do a little bit of a hype video, okay? On CMRX, for example. I can do this with siga, I can do this with CMRX. I cannot do this with govx, and I cannot do this with tnxp. And why can't they do that? They don't have an options chain. So we know if we're squeezing something in options chains kind of mess with us. They're not good. But if we want to do these momentum swing trades, investment plays, growth plays, okay, so this is a momentum play based on news. It's probably going to run into the November elections for sure, right? At least. And then maybe we hear about something else, gun control or something, right? We'll hear about something else. The narrative will change, but it's probably going to run us through into that. And that's really August, September, October, maybe November. So 3 to 4 months. Okay, look, the price on CMRX, it's $225. You buy shares right now, okay? $225. You go to the options chain. There's really only one for you. It's a $250 strike, okay? You have 10 grand. 10 grand, okay? 10 grand buys you, it's $225. 10 grand buys you 4,444 shares. Okay? So, you guys have probably seen these videos by me before. So that's 4,400 if you round it to the nearest 100, which is 44 contracts. So you go on the options chain, you sell 44 covered calls right now. Let's just say. You're not waiting for it to go up. You're not waiting for it to go down. You're selling it right now. Virtually at the money. Okay? You're going to get... The last was 38, but let's just go with the bid, okay? Because it's 35 to 40. But let's just go with the bid so that it fills right away for you. You could try to hold out for 40. If it spikes back up today, you'll get 40. If it doesn't, take the 35, okay? Not financial advice. This is all examples. You can just decide what you want to do with this. So, you get your 35 cents a share times 4,400 shares right now, because you're going to go sell, call, 250, 35 cents. Enter or send, whatever. Execute. Boom. Now your 4,400 shares are locked up, okay? They're locked up until August 19th, because these are monthly. August 19th comes around, okay? Actually, we're not done. We're not done. Let me back it up. So that's all locked up. What happens? You just got paid 35 cents a share on 4,400 shares. So $1,540 hits your account right now, today. Whenever you sell, you get the money right now. You sell a call, you get the money. You sell the put, you get money. And you sell your stock, you get money. Okay? You sell, you get money. You buy, you spend money. You buy a put, you're spending money. You buy a call, you're spending money. You buy stock, you're spending money. 1540 hits the account. What does that do? Well, how many stock can you buy at 250 for 1540? Sorry, 225. 225. 684 stock. 684 plus your 44 left over, okay, gets you 728. So that's going to leave 28 left over, because now we're going to leverage this. We're leveraging our free money. Okay? 28 left over, 7 new contracts. Boom, we write 7 more. 700 shares times the 35 cents. Now what do we got? 245 more bucks. Okay? 245 bucks. How many shares does that buy at 225? 100. So you could write one more 100 to get another 35 bucks. We're going to go max here. We're going to max this out. So now we got another 100 and 245 divided 225. 108. So we got another 108. So in total, you just took your 10G, okay? You got 4,000 444 stock. You got another 684 shares. And then you got another 108 shares. So all in, every other Joe Blow who doesn't do this has 4,444 shares. You now have 5,236 shares. They've got 4,444. You got 5,236. Okay? All the money is spent that you just made. It's spent. Okay? But right now, come August 19th, if that stock is above 250, you give away all your shares at a 250 strike. So 5,236 times 250 means $13,090 hits your account. Okay? In 3 weeks, you're making $1,000 a week, $1,030 a week. $13,090 because you sold. If it's 250 or higher, because they're going to get called away. You've agreed to let someone buy them for 250. If it goes to 14 bucks, doesn't matter, you let someone take it. I can discuss something after this. You can always get out of it. It's not like set in stone. But let's just keep it simple. If that stock is under 250, if that stock is 249, you keep all your shares. Nothing happens. So instead of 4,444, you have your 5,236 still. You get to keep all that money, and now you're free to do this all over again, or sell, or whatever you want. So the sweet spot would be, since you bought it at 225, the sweet spot would be 225 and up. Okay? If it comes down, that's another matter, okay? If it comes down, you'll be keeping all of your shares no matter what. Anything under 250. Let's say it drops down to, well, put it this way. You've gotten paid 35 cents a share, okay? So your break even at this point is 225, your cost, 225 minus 35 cents, 190. So as long as this stays over 190 for 3 weeks, you've made money, right? If it goes to $2, so it went down, guys. Oh shit, it went down 25 cents. Well, you have 5,236 shares come August 19th, and it's trading at $2. So times $2. That's still 10,472 bucks. Okay, maybe you could have done better on the market. Sure, I'm sure you could have. Maybe you couldn't have. Maybe the markets are shit and they just dump off. Okay, so as long as it's over $1.90, that means you're fairly confident in the play because you're willing to hold it for 3 weeks. As long as it's over that, you've just banked, virtually 3,090 bucks. Because if it's over 250. But if it's not, you keep your shares. So let's just say, hypothetically, that you're able to replicate this process every 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks you're able to do this, okay? These are actually monthly, so it'd be better if I was able to put the video out, say, a week ago or in 3 weeks, okay? Maybe I'll revisit it August 19th. I'll make a mental note to revisit it on the monthlies. So $13.90, right? So now what do? We've got $13,090. We find something similar, right? Very similar. $13,090, something that's like $225, right? Now you've got, $13,090. Yeah, because you got that 25 cents extra because they got called away. So I was like, what the hell? That doesn't add up. So now you've got 5,817 shares of something worth around $225 that pays approximately the same return. So what do you do with that? You get your same 35 cents. So 5,800 times 35 cents, netting you 2,030 bucks. You use that 2,030 bucks to buy more of the 225 share. 902 more shares. Okay, 902 shares, so 900 times 35 cents. 315 more shares. Or sorry, 315 more dollars. 315 bucks. Buys 140 more shares. Keep it going, right? 140 more shares times 35 cents, 49 bucks. So now you've got 5817 for shares plus stupid fan here is going off. Oh, this is annoying. 2 seconds. Okay, so what do you got? You got 5817 shares plus 902 shares plus 140 shares. So you're coming out of this in another 3 weeks with 6,859 shares. And then it's the same thing, right? If it hit a 250 strike, you'd make another 50 cents, plus you get to keep all the premium, 25 cents. So times $2.50, 6,859 shares. So now you're sitting at 17,147.50. So you're getting compound gains on top of compound gains. We're only 6 weeks in, okay? You've turned the same kind of play from 10 grand into 7,147 bucks. That's a 71% return in 6 weeks. 71%. Because you leveraged all of the premium, so the money, you leveraged that into the exact same positions and more of them, rather than just sit on money. You made money right away and then put that money to work right away. So that's 6 weeks. I could do more. Like, it'll go crazy. It'll be in like it'll be 6 digits. I'm telling you, I already know. Because, I mean, 52 weeks divide 3 is 17. But it's not as simple as just doing it like that, because we're increasing our position. We're getting exponential growth here. So it's actually like a whole, that bracket x to the square. It's like Pythagorean theorems type shit that you'd have to do to get the actual calculation for this. I think that's pretty catchy as is. 17,147. Maybe I do one more, make it a nice big number. What's that? 9 weeks, 12 weeks is a quarter. So we could do 2 more. 17,147 divide 225. 7,621 shares. I'll do a quarter. 7,621 shares. Okay, so 7,600 times 0.35, 2,660 bucks, divide 225, 1,182 shares. Okay, so that 82 plus the 21, boom, now we have our another 100, right? 1,203. So 1,200 times 0.35, 420 bucks. Okay, that divide 225 gives you another 186 shares. 186, so 100 times 35 cents, 35 bucks. Okay, with 86 left over. So now you've got and that's, what is that? 7621 plus 1182 plus 186. Okay, 8989 8989 shares times 250, $22,472. And so now we're 9 weeks in. Then we divide that by 225 because we're getting like the same play, right? The same similar type of play. 225. You get 9,987 shares. So that's 9,900, right? 9,900 times 0.35, $3,465. Divide 225, 1,540 shares. 1,540 plus 87, right? That's 1,627. So 1,600 times 0.35, $560. $560 divide 225, 248. So that's 200 times 0.35, $70. $70 divide 2. Oh, you can't. Yeah, divide 225. 31. Yeah, so not enough. So pretty much just end it there. So you'd have 9,987 plus 1,540 plus 248. Should have 11,775 shares. So after a one full quarter of this, okay, 12 weeks, you went from 4,444 shares to 11,775 shares. Meanwhile, if I, Joe Blow, bought it today and held it for the 12 weeks and it traded sideways, it did nothing. I diamond-handed, guys, diamond-handed. And it just traded sideways. I still have 4,444 shares after 12 weeks. My account didn't do shit. This is what we should have been doing with AMC the whole fucking time. Okay? No one taught us this kind of shit. I learned all this all on my own. So now you have 11,775 shares. Strike at 250. How much money do we have after one quarter? $29,000. $29,437.50. You turned 10K into 3X. You 3X'd it. You didn't have to find a FOMO play and go all balls in and hope you made it. You 3X'd. 29,437. If you divide that by 2080, which is how many hours in a year you would work a full-time job, that replaces a $14 an hour full-time job. So that replaces a minimum wage job. Okay, if 29,437, if you worked weekends, so you had your full-time job and you still had to work weekends, you had that second job, okay? That's 16 hours a week times 52 weeks, 832 hours. 832 hours, your part-time job, 29,437 divide 832. $35 an hour, guys. $35 an hour, part-time job, weekends. This gives you your weekends back. You fucking hate your life because you're working 7 days a week and you need some relief. Maybe this is the better alternative for you. You save up, you get the 10G, and you do something to this effect. And now you got your weekends back. You got your life back. You're working towards getting free from it all. That's my channel name. That's the mantra. That's what I'm trying to do here. Right? I'm no longer at a job. I'm sitting at home every day. You've seen me live stream. I'm not going to work. That should tell you something. Right? So that could give you some of your life back. You It's not a surefire thing, guys. It's not. I told you your break-evens, it's 190. It could go down. We don't know. You're just taking an educated guess. You're playing the momentum here. November comes around, you're looking at something else maybe. Okay? But this is what you can do with with covered calls. You can do the same type of thing with selling cash covered puts. Okay? You don't like it at this price. I can't even show you an example here because the chain is $2.50. If the chain had a $1, I could show you with the $1. Or if it had a $2, it doesn't have it. You'd have to pick a different ticker, something like a GameStop or whatever, okay? Something with more strikes on it. And then I could show you that way. But I just want to get this kind of hype video out, how to turn 10K into 29,437.50, or to replace a part-time job that would have to pay $35 an hour for you just to make the same kind of money. You know what you could also do? You could also just do this because it only takes a few clicks. You're not doing it all the time. These are monthlies. You're doing it once a month. You can keep your job. Fucking more gains on top of gains. Get the hell out even faster. Grind it for a year or until you burn out, and just keep piling it all in there, right? Whatever you want to do. I don't like working for anybody else anymore. I don't like the jobs. So rather than get those exponential gains, I don't care. It's not for me. I'm good. I like my freedom, do what I want, when I want type thing, okay? I hope you enjoyed that. CMRX, monkeypox. Let's go.